up? Y'all ain't gonna speak back. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Yeah. I'd hype myself up a little bit. 1, 2 time. Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. My husband bought me some Mexican food today because he had his tacos from his favorite place. Shout out to him for that. That is not my favorite place, but it's his. But I ate them. I ate it. I had a shrimp quesadilla. Yeah, my dog must have shrimp. She loved it. But yeah, I did that. Went to the gym. Did my little workout. One thing I hate, like when I finish my workout, I absolutely hate sweat. I hate, Like, soon as I'm coming out of that sauna, I'm taking them headphones off and my ears just drenched with sweat and my body is like, I hate it so much. It's like Clorox Wave City and then just, I hate sweat. It gives me the ick. And what else gives me a lot of things give me the ick. I drank some milk the other day. So I had milk and cookies. And I don't know why I tasted some milk. It was so disgusting. How did we used to drink milk back in the day, man? This ain't the milk from my childhood. I know it's not. But I couldn't get that taste out of my mouth. Even today, I can still taste milk. How was I ever eating cereal? And I haven't eaten cereal in a while. And I don't even know if I can after that. It was just nasty. It was like, ooh. And then another thing that gave me the ick is just moving. My husband's been packing up a lot of stuff. Shout out to him again. He's been hitting it hard, baby. I ain't did too much of nothing, y'all. I mean, I'm going to do my Thug Thizzle this weekend, and then we'll have the movers officially come next week. But he done took pictures off the wall. And today when I woke up and I just saw all that, it just once again gave me the ick. It made my stomach turn. When you move, it just reminds you of every time you've ever moved and how much you hate it. And like, I have movers, like I said, who are completely gonna be some rip-off people. But you know what? I don't even care at this point. I just want this crap over with. But I'm just chilling. This is my last weekend in my house. My house in the hood. I like the house is beautiful, but the neighborhood is just so hood. It's like, I feel like Ice Cube, either they don't know, they don't show, or they don't care about what's going on in the hood. People get shot every day, B. It really is. Somebody got shot today. I had a picture of, like, literally, like, around the corner from my house. I'm just trying to make it out the hood, yo. It's real. It's on my husband. Like, so many people get killed nowadays. Do people even care about death anymore? I just really don't even think so. I feel like we're desensitized to it. Honestly, we see it so much on the internet and the news, and it's sad. We don't even be caring. God rest those souls that are no longer here, man, because help us, Lord. Help us. I don't know why I'm opening up like this, but this is just on my mind today. As I look at this, 96 shots fired in a fatal traffic stop. 96? What kind of clip is that? Just curious. Let me see. Yeah. Suggests the driver opened fire on officers first. His family and attorneys question why plainclothes officers swarmed Dexter Reed's cars with guns drawn and fired dozens of shots. So I'm assuming it was a few officers, because 96 is a lot. I don't want to read what happened, but I'm not even going to play it. This is where we at now. Arizona and Florida's top courts uphold abortion ban, sending shockwaves through key elections. Tiger Woods said he heard every day swinging that club. I heard every day too, Tiger, and I ain't even no golfer. But you making millions doing that, big dog. I be blowing my back out for millions. I know that's right. Top NFL prospect charged with DWI after early morning crash in Texas. Y'all just don't be learning nothing. They just don't learn nothing, y'all. Oh, what do I want to go to? Let's go to TMZ. I'm going to come back to the Crazy X app. Jason Derulo said Diddy's innocent till proven guilty. Ricky Martin was performing at Madonna's concert and he had a boner at the concert. Okay. The Joker trailer dropped. Joker's in love. I don't like when Joker falls in love. I like when people aren't in love. Thelma does not like the new Good Times cartoon. She says it is not progressive. I'm hearing a lot of bad things about it, and that's sad. A solar eclipse coverage, a ballsy broadcast. Mexican station airs his testicles on live TV. There you go. Conan O'Brien's coming back to the Tonight Show. Guess they missed him. So I have a video of this, but this ex-Howard Stern show star was arrested for battery. She beat a dude up and live streamed it in the car. And she went to jail for this. But I don't know why she live streamed that. The woman searched for her husband. She found him. He was missing. Guess she was trying to divorce him, but he was gone. Aoki Simmons already split up with her boyfriend after a 5-day romance. A lot of people are saying that she gave him too much attention. He wasn't trying to be out there like that. He was just trying to lay low. So yeah, these parents, Ethan Crumley's parents, were sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison for the manslaughter for him doing the school shootings. And it's interesting because I see a lot of parents that say, I would never invade my child's privacy and all this stuff. But if you know that your child is doing too much, yeah. Then, I mean, this is a wake-up call that y'all need to be paying attention to what y'all kids are doing. Steve from Blue's Clues said he didn't have no clue what was going on with Nickelodeon. I know, Steve, because you was up in the house with Blue. Here's the melon, never fails, and makes me want to wag my tongue every time I want to yell, Mayo. Sicko. They saying Sylvester Stallone made some disparaging remarks towards the director. He said it ain't never happened, man. Said it ain't never happened. My timeline's been filled so much with wrestling crap because I keep watching these Stone Cold Steve Austin clips and I can't stop. And I'm not clicking on one more wrestling thing. I've had enough, I feel like. There will be no Jon Snow sequel. Kit Harington says no. I know a lot of people will be sad, including my husband. Renee Zellweger is coming back as Bridget whatever. Saying Zellweger got me saying Z. Bridget Jones. She don't look like that no more, so I don't know if y'all recognize her. A Florida mother has been sentenced to a month in prison and 3 months of home confinement for stealing and selling President Biden's daughter's diary 4 years ago. I don't know why she sold it. That was strange, but I mean, I get it. An Oklahoma judge has ordered a Kansas City Chiefs superfan who admitted to a series of bank robberies to pay $10 million to a teller who he assaulted with a gun. Now, how are you gonna get $10 million? That's what I want to know. Where is he going to get $10 million from? He was robbing banks. Sentences like that make no sense to me. Most people don't even make $1 million in their lifetime, let alone $10 million. I'm just curious how y'all feel like he's supposed to pay that back. Not saying he shouldn't be sentenced to something, but just crazy. A Los Angeles woman fatally stabbed her partner, possibly threw 2 of her children from a moving SUV on the 405, then killed herself by crashing into a tree Monday morning. Crazy. Alright. Inflation likely remained elevated once again for the month of March, adding another round of price increases to Americans. No stuff. Alright, let's see what I liked on this crazy app. This is that video of her beating this man up. Child, I had to replay that beginning, but I don't know what is happening here. But she used to work for Howard Stern. She clearly got arrested for this. People were saying he defended himself. This is her mugshot. She was effing him up. What was she on? He got sick of her. Then in the end, she's like, he's killing me. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? She was really losing her whole mind. Like, I hate to laugh at this still here, but she was like, sorry, I won't do it. Really jacking him up. I don't understand what was transpiring. And why were you live streaming this? This was insane. Yeah. So this man is filing for divorce because he said his wife is dirty and doesn't clean the house.
You still ain't cleaned up or nothing. You still got this. I'm not letting you go. I don't have time for this. I'm not letting you go. Listen. Just hear me out. I'm pregnant. I don't believe you. I showed you the ultrasound. What you mean? Look at all this. Look at all this trash. I showed you the ultrasound. Look at all this. Look. You don't see the gnats in here flying around here and stuff? I'm throwing it away. I'm cleaning up as we speak. People say anything just to keep. No, I don't have time. So who been telling you that? Somebody been feeding information in your head. Bruh. Because if I say I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. You see I'm gaining weight. You know what?
I can't. I can't. When people ask how your dad died and you tell them he killed himself after you got married because you married a black man, and now half your family doesn't talk to you because they blame you. Wow. Man, the internet crazy today. I still can't get over that fight. That was wild. Let's see what else is going on. That shook me up. That was a lot of rage. There's a lot going on. Lenny Kravitz is working out in leather pants. Talk about sweaty balls. Rihanna did this new photo shoot in a nun's outfit, and people are going mad. They said, why aren't you guys as mad at her as you were with Little Nas? I mean, she's in a nun outfit. Little Nas is literally like dressed as a devil in heaven doing some crazy weird stuff. I mean, they're both creepy to me, but... Alright. Let's see if Dear Abby's yip-yapping about anything. I know I'm going to not read it. I don't even know why I go over here. I know. Dear Abby, I yelled at my boss. So what? It's like, so what, dude? You did. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You did it. Did it for the team. What gives away that someone is not a good person? That they start beating someone in a car and live streaming it. When they downplay your success and make you feel small for things that bring you joy. Yeah, man. Celebrate people's success. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That's how I roll. You could just say, would you look at that? Who is the richest person you know? According to my husband, he is, because he married to me. Amen. He be blowing my head up, y'all. Rich people that I know. I mean, I guess I would say my CEO of my corporation. I don't know him, but I know him. If you died doing what you loved, how would you die? Man, I'd be on the beach with everybody I love, fell on the breeze, just chilling, sleeping, watching my dog fall asleep in my lap as I get drowsy. I don't know how y'all sleep like that. My dog is so heavy, and then when she started farting, somebody said violently masturbating. Like, why? Cuddling. I die in a therapy session with my clients. What is a red flag to watch out for in a guy who wants a relationship with you? They keep calling and blowing up your phone all the time. Or if they ghost you, it's like either or. If he tries to pull you further away from friends and family, he tries to stop you from spending time with your friends. If he gets really upset that your 15-year-old daughter won't use the thong bikini he bought her while on vacation. That was a Reddit on here. As a guy would say, don't look for red flags, look for an absence of green flags. If he has a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If you're looking for a downside in an imperfect person, you'll find something every time. If you look for the good and can't find anything, so he's basically saying look for the good, not the bad. No, I'm gonna look for both. If he co-sleeps with his dog that pisses in the bed all the time, that would be a red flag. That was crazy. The best advice I can give you is if you want to know who the man is, look at his friends. Sometimes, some of my husband's friends are straight trash, but I don't judge him for it. He wants you to be part of what seems like a pyramid scheme. Too intense, too soon. Yeah, if they crying by the third date, drop them. If they don't like safe sex, yeah. If you ain't wrapping up your willy, we can't get silly. The way he talks about his exes. Yeah, and if he don't have a good relationship with his mother, that's kind of a red flag. You gotta have somebody in your life. Your grandmother, your mother, somebody. You don't have, unless you just a foster kid. What's something you don't want to be known for in the workplace? A freaking kiss butt and a rat. Fish or popcorn burner with a microwave. Don't become the workplace gossip. The person who always has questions at the meetings when everybody else is ready to go. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's why I don't like meetings now. And when people ask questions that's not related to the topic, it don't even be about that. Not washing your hands. The guy who never took a vacation and finally snapped. The lunch stealer. You don't want to be known as a person who doesn't meet their commitments, nor do you want to be known as the office gossip. And the reason for a rule everyone is told when they start blowing up the bathroom. Some people be having to blow up that bathroom. Me personally, I hate pooping at work, but it happens to the best of us. What is the worst thing to do on a first date? Propose. Talk about your ex. Not engaging with the other person. While on a date, feel free to casually check out dating apps on your phone. Tell her to eat up. You're running late for another date. Forget her name. Get drunk and start acting stupid. Man, I've forgotten people's names before. Not on a date, but just Like if I'm hanging around a group of people and I don't know, I just start forgetting everybody's name. I just can't. Take a seat at the table and go ahead and order some food without first checking if your date is waiting outside for you. Shoot, if you hungry and she late, I mean, shoot. I wouldn't be mad if I was hungry and the person ordered without me. I really wouldn't if they ordered an appetizer or something. Fart. What have you managed to avoid your whole life? Lots of things. I've actually never smoked or done drugs before. That's not a flex. My imagination's too crazy. And I've never broke a bone either, knock on wood. Getting stung by a bee or wasp, wow. The Kardashians. Getting pregnant, crack. Getting rabies, no jury duty. I've never been selected for a jury. I don't want to be. I have been called for jury duty, but never selected. Never had a cavity. I've never had a cavity. And I still have all my teeth. Becoming a millionaire, man, that sucks. Never gave a guy a blowjob because I'm a lesbian. That'll let you know right there. Let's get into the am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for disowning my wife's daughter after she chose her mom's affair partner over me? I am 35. I met my now soon-to-be ex-wife 33 during university 12 years ago. She already had a kid when she was 19, but the dad left as soon as she started her university. We were dating for 3 months before I met her daughter, Lisa. I remember seeing her family for the first time. I was nervous meeting her parents, but when I saw a little girl saw her mom, I was confused. I asked her if that was her little sister or cousin of hers, and her answer shocked me. When she told me that's her daughter, I thought I misheard her or something. At first, I wanted to dump her for hiding something so crucial from me, but she kept on begging for me to stay, and eventually I relented, and soon enough I started to fall in love with the daughter and wanted to be her father figure. Our bond grew stronger over the years, and in early 2019, before the pandemic, we got married, and in late 2021 I adopted her, and in 2022 we gave birth to our son. After my son was born, my wife made the choice to stay at home for the time being, and I was completely fine with that. Everything was going perfectly until a few months ago. I started noticing my wife increasingly spending time with her friends. At that time, I didn't say anything, since in my mind, being at home all day probably meant eating at her, and I didn't want to seem controlling. The thing that made me suspicious was her constant texting and going out of the room for calls. She never did that for anyone besides this one friend of hers. I asked her about it, and she gave me a vague answer about gossip. The moment that took it too far, though, was when I came home last week and saw her outside talking on the phone. This wasn't out of the ordinary. I remember seeing my son on the floor crying alone. I was mad at my wife for just leaving him alone in the house. But when I went to pick him up, he smelled horrible. There was a stench on him. I was furious. His diaper seemed like it hadn't been changed since this morning. I quickly changed his diaper, rushed outside with him in arms. I was beyond pissed. I snatched her phone from her and bolted back inside. I locked my wife outside to have a talk with this friend of hers alone. I had my suspicions about who it really was, and when I heard a male voice calling out her name and asking who was there, I immediately knew that what was going on. He ended the call as soon as he heard my voice. I then proceeded to lock the front door to make sure my wife couldn't enter the house at all, and proceeded to screenshot as much of their chat as I could, and then sent them to myself before deleting them on her phone. Well, why you delete them? About 5 minutes later, she was still banging on the glass leading to the backyard. I reluctantly opened it, and I was met with a smack in the face. Whap! I just wanted to make that sound effect like that lady in that car. Remember, all of this is happening while I'm holding my toddler in my arm. As soon as she realized that she just did, she apologized profusely, started crying, and tried to hug me. I pushed her away and told her to meet me at the dining table. I told my daughter to quickly take care of the baby so me and her mom could have a chat. I just kept it simple. I told her that this is her only chance to even have a silver chance of getting me back. If she effed this up, this talk, it would be over on the spot. No lies, nothing. She kept on trying to apologize and say it wasn't that serious. I reminded her that she not only effed me over, she could have easily done serious harm to our son by leaving him alone in the house like that. I then simply asked her who, for how long, and did they F. She replied with her ex-boss Daniel, 6 months, and she didn't answer the last one, so I kept reminding her that it was her last chance. She then simply just nodded. I then asked her if they used protection. To this, she started crying and started begging me for forgiveness. She then said she would block him and she would never contact him again. I could F any woman I wanted from now, yada yada. I guess Lisa heard the commotion and came downstairs. I told her to go back up, and she just walked to my wife and asked her if I knew about Daniel. Up to this point, I was calm. Upon hearing this, I swear even I started tearing up. I asked Lisa if she knew how long, and she said yes. At this point, I'm full on crying. I asked her why she didn't tell me. She responded, because unlike you, Daniel buys me the things I want without having to beg. Dang. And then asked her how she could possibly do this to her dad. She responded with, "You're not my real dad." My wife screamed at her. Upon hearing that, at that point, I couldn't bear anymore. I just grabbed my son and got in the car. Me and my son are currently staying at my parents' house. I've basically been drinking myself to sleep every day, thanks to the saint of a mother. My son is being taken care of right now. I'm beyond hurt. I've canceled my ex-daughter's private school tuition, all of her extracurricular activities, and I've contacted a divorce lawyer. He's going to serve my wife this Friday. My wife, Lisa, had been blowing up my phone nonstop with apologies. I simply responded with, "Get a lawyer to tell that ungrateful thing of yours to start calling Daniel her dad. I'm disowning her." Then I blocked my wife, and I didn't respond to Lisa. I just simply blocked her. I guess my wife told our friends what her and Lisa did and all that. They understand how I'm feeling, but believe I'm going too far by divorcing my wife without hearing her out. They also keep telling me disowning Lisa is literally going too far, and she's only a kid, and didn't understand what she was doing. I just can't get over things she told me. I've worked hard to give her a good life. She's 13 years old, which that age is so crazy anyway. Anyway, this is what I say. Absolutely not wrong with your wife, but you probably gonna have to pay her because she's a stay-at-home mom. So you're gonna be paying child support anyway. And I think you said you adopted that girl, the daughter. But here's the thing with teenagers, especially 13, they say the craziest evil stuff. I always remind myself that I'm the adult, and you are the adult as well. And it's just sad her mom is a slut. I mean, she learned from her mom, but I wouldn't fault her for what she's saying. I mean, she don't know no better. Her mom clearly is trash. For real, because she bringing a whole man around her daughter and just they doing whatever. But you kind of move too soon on a lot of stuff, dude, because it's actually illegal for you to like cut off tuition and all that stuff, especially if you adopted that little girl. You're going to be paying some back child support, big dog. So I hope you got a good lawyer. But no, you definitely need to divorce your wife. But disowning a little girl, it ain't really her fault. Somebody said I would do a DNA test on your son. Yeah, you should, for real. And an STD test. Not the a-hole, but you need to stop drinking. It's game time. You need to be at your best. Sorry your daughter's behavior. Honestly, if after friends who want you to listen to your cheater wife, I would have more and more conversation with Lisa and tell her, why are you leaving her and how her actions hurt you. Just remember this, neither your wife nor your daughter was sorry when they didn't know. I wouldn't put, the kid is 13. I'm not saying like they shouldn't be hurt by what that kid said, but she's a kid, man. Her mom is trash. They be watching their moms and they just, a lot of people are just telling them stop drinking. Yeah. Somebody said, your daughter too young to be an a-hole, but as an adult, you owe her life lessons for her behavior. She's old enough to understand the consequences of lying, which she did. She also has now learned that bringing up money in that way has consequences. Consider giving her a second chance. Yeah, give her a second chance, and, I mean, putting a kid in a position to tell about an affair is kind of crazy. I mean, it's so confusing for a kid, for real. Because your parent, who knows how long, or if he's even the first guy that her mom's cheated with, because she probably used to her mom having side dudes. Am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce because I think my wife intentionally got pregnant when I didn't want more kids? My wife's 43 and I'm 46. We've been married 10 years and have 3 boys. Our lives are very busy with work, kids, and the family. I love my wife immensely and long to have emotional and physical intimacy, even kisses, hugs, hand, and whatever with her. However, for most of our marriage, she's been completely focused on our kids, so we really only have co-parent relationship. Of course, I understand this. The kids have been a top priority, but for the last 8 years or so, if there's not a kid in our bed, then my wife is in the bed with them. I try to get them to sleep in their own beds and encourage her to sleep with me alone, but it's just rarely successful. I've made it clear to her that I do not want any more kids. I'm more than ready to get our relationship back on track now that the youngest is in school age. I'm also exhausted and overwhelmed all the time and everything on my plate. I can't and don't want another kid added to the mix. My wife's on birth control and has always made it the point to have an alarm set to make sure she takes it every day. She's still fertile at 43, which is crazy. So let's skip forward. She's initiated sex, which never happens. I can't help thinking that she got pregnant on purpose. She wanted it so much. Would I be the a-hole if I told her I want a divorce? My kids are my life and I don't want to leave them, but I feel like our marriage is not going to get any better. I've asked her to go to marriage counseling several times over a year, but she refuses every time, saying we don't need it, and now I've lost trust in her. It would break my heart to do this. And anyway, he updated it. To be clear, if we divorce, I will push as hard as necessary for 50-50 parenting. And then his attitude, because everybody's saying it. If I didn't wear condoms because we never have, I suddenly started, she'd accuse me of cheating. Should have got a vasectomy, dude, if you didn't want no more kids. You can't love someone immensely and then just get mad because they got pregnant when you had sex with them. Somebody said, I think you need to say all this to her and ask for honesty and at least try counseling as you work through figuring out what's going on here. A lot to unpack. She needs to know you're serious about not trusting her, yada yada. Yeah, a lot of people are saying you need to have a conversation. Somebody said get a vasectomy. Yeah, you don't want no more kids. That's what you should have did. All right. Let's see.
Upset, but I'm always thinking about the fact that Stevie Wonder has a song called Lately, and one of the lyrics are, lately I've been staring in the mirror. You've been staring at what? And this is why it's so many conspiracy theories that
I don't know why Stevie said that in the songs, but he does have that song.
Here's a list of actors that black people have still not forgiven for playing a character. Richard T. Jones, y'all don't never let this man breathe. Ever since he was in Why Did I Get Married, y'all call him Mike. And y'all never forgive him for making Sheila drive up that mountain. And what's hilarious is that every time y'all see him, y'all always say, he made Sheila drive up that mountain. Y'all can tell Sheila apart from Jill Scott, but not him from Mike. Michael Ealy for his role in For Color Girls when he dropped those children. Tyler Perry is yet again responsible for ruining the image of an actor. If you watch too much of Tyler Perry's cartoonish villains, then you might also hate Blair Underwood, and probably also Steve Harris. Rest in peace to Anne Heche, but it took a long time for black people to realize that Anne Heche did not actually stop that boy from getting a heart transplant in John Q. Also, rest in peace to Miss Lupe Ontiveros. You know, she was the one who plays Yolanda in Selena. Miss Lupe always played the sweetest and most gentle roles, and y'all was rolling your eyes when she came on screen. This one is personal, but every time I see Ella Joyce, I always think about when she played that black lady cop and set it off. I didn't even like that this character existed. There's also Clifton Powell. You don't even gotta know what movie it is, but I know you ain't forgave him for it. Here's a list of actors that black people...
Pinky, that's Pinky. I like Pinky, but he forgot Danny Glover. Nobody will forget what Danny Glover did to Celie in The Color Purple.
Hold on, what's this? Lunchables have lead in them. What? Oh my God, Lunchables have lead in them? They got 74% of the maximum allowable dose. We have maximum allowable doses of lead? Oh no, that's in California because there is no federal limit. So you can just put, there's no federal limit to how much lead you can put in a Lunchable? And 3.2 ounces of a turkey and cheddar, they got 74% of all the lead you need. What about the little pizzas? 73% for pepperoni pizza Lunchables? Are they serving them out of Stanley cups? What's happening here? My God, this is just like the little squeezy applesauces with the cinnamon. Because they were using lead instead of actual cinnamon. And kids were getting brain poisoning because the applesauce had lead in it because it was cheaper to put lead in it than cinnamon. I feel like we should ban lead in Lunchables. Hold on, what's this? Lunchables?
I mean, at this point...
The murder of Roger Troutman. The Troutmans were a big family, and in the 80s they blew up as Zapp in the funk scene with hits like Bounce to the Ounce, Computer Love, and Dance Floor. Their brother Roger was a vital part of their success as the composer, songwriter, and producer. Along with playing multiple instruments, Roger also popularized the talkbox, which became his distinguishable sound. In the late 80s, Roger went solo, popping out other singles like I Wanna Be Your Man. And even the 90s Grammy-nominated collaboration California Love with Tupac and Dr. Dre. Around that time that he went solo, other members of the Zapp group started doing their own thing as well. Larry, Roger's older brother, became the manager for his solo career and president of Troutman Enterprises. And Troutman Enterprises was a family business that offered things like limo service, rehearsal space, a bunch of recording studios, even real estate management. And it's said that the brothers were a great team. They balanced each other out. Issues arose when Troutman Enterprises began having financial troubles. $4 million in bankruptcy debt, $400,000 in back taxes, and you know what that means. There's probably some foul play going on somewhere, which is what Roger caught on to, allegedly. Allegedly, Larry was into drugs and was stealing and mishandling the money from the family businesses. It is said that Roger was planning on firing Larry as his personal manager and removing him from the financial dealings within the family business, which brings us to April 25th, 1999. Roger was sitting passenger to Larry in his black sedan, parked in the alley of one of their recording studios. Now, of course, no one knows what the exact conversation was, as it was just those two in the car, but it is assumed that Larry, no longer being Roger's manager and removing himself from the family business, was the topic of discussion. And if this is the case, you can imagine that conversation getting heated. And things escalated with Roger being shot twice in the front torso and then twice in the back as he was trying to get out of the car. He died in that alley as his brother pulled off, but not getting too far as he ran into a tree a few blocks down after unaliving himself with the same gun that was used on Roger. And what will cause someone to unalive their baby brother? Unfortunately, money. If Roger was trying to remove him from the family business and as his manager, maybe he was thinking, how am I going to survive? Or how am I going to make comparable money to what I have been? Not to mention he was allegedly on drugs, so he probably wasn't thinking the most coherent and logical to begin with. The brothers had a joint funeral and were buried side by side, the mother's request. But that's not even where the family tragedies end, specifically Roger's lineage. In 2003, his son, Roger II, passed due to a severe head injury. In 2012, his other son, Brent Lynch, was arrested for allegedly killing his ex-girlfriend. And his granddaughter, Alexis Lynch, had an untimely death at the age of 21 after an accidental overdose. And some of y'all don't believe in generational curses? The murder of Roger Troutman.
Child, what's that bloodline that got going on? I never knew this story, but I'm surprised in all the documentaries and movies we've ever made. This will be an interesting movie.
Get back, Kate.
I'm throwing that on Miss.
I'm gonna do that to you. Okay, all right, stick your hand in it.
No, hold on. Don't let me on the ball.
Just stick it. The ball's right there. You do not want to hurt the ball. I just want to go out the door. No, just stick your hand in the fucking ball.
prank with a naked rat. Try to put it on this man's lap blindfolded. He knocks the box and the rat is on the loose. The naked rat.
Well, I took my sleep aids kind of late and then kicked in, so might as well. And this gonna be all one part. Story time on why females shouldn't sleep with their female best friends. So you and your man on a break, separated, not together, apart. And you decide you want to experiment with the same sex. So you confide in your bestie, because I mean, if you can't confide in bestie, who can you confide in? And so she admits to you, I'm bi and I volunteer as tribute. So one day you go over to her house, y'all eating, drinking, Netflix and chilling. Next thing you know, backpack. So after the backpack activities, you go your separate ways, she stay at her house. Y'all don't really speak of it. So some days go by and your man decide, I miss you, I want to get back together. And you say, I miss you too, I want to get back together. So you call up your bestie and you like, look, this from the cradle to the grave. Yeah. It's gotta go to the grave, okay? And so she said, cool, because she ain't even really trying to lose you as a friend. You say, all right now, because my man don't like girls who like girls, and I want my man. She say less. So imagine you're surprised about a month later when her name pop up on your man's phone. So you're like, what the hell going on here? So you telling him, unlock the phone. He's telling you, nah, I'm good. You say, oh no, you gonna unlock this phone. So he unlocks it. You scroll up to the top of the thread, and you see that this text thread started about 3 days after y'all backpack activities. So you seeing where she sent the video to your man's phone. He's like, what's going on? So they pretty much holding a conversation back and forth. Well, she telling on you. So you like, oh the God, I've been betrayed. And you start crying to your man trying to plead your case, Your Honor. But he wasn't even trying to hear it. And now let me say this too, because I had forgot. But around the time that text message was sent, he had started acting funny with you, like real funny. But you just thought maybe he didn't want to get back together after all. Whole time that wasn't it. So you end up contacting her like, this what you do? This what you do? So she pretty much trying to plead the case. Like it wasn't me. But you weren't trying to hear that. So now at this point, you and your man trying to figure out your next steps. And he fall asleep and you decide to go through that phone because you got to investigate further. And one thing about Apple is going to tell all your business. So when you went to that recently deleted folder, that's when you find out he had actually airdropped that video to himself from her phone, and you knew it from the stamps because y'all were together, and even though she was at your house, her phone was left unattended at the time the video was airdropped. And so because the video was clear, it was no doubt that it was you, especially with your tattoo. He started texting her trying to find out what was going on. It just so happened that she texted his phone, they was continuing the conversation. But anyway, at this point, your man pretty much was like, hey, look, I can't be with you no more. I can't stand the thought of a female backpack. And so y'all broke up. Truth be told, you had wanted both of them though. And your friend was okay with being with you and your man. But you and her still friends. What if I took my
Backpack. That's what y'all calling it?
Well, there is sad news being reported from the Sherri Shepherd Show that an executor of the Sherri Shepherd Show, Matt Uzzle, reportedly unalived himself after the show's parent company, Debmar Mercury, learned that rent had not been paid on the Chelsea studio that houses the Sherri Shepherd Show since September. After Debmar Mercury obtained an attorney to investigate, the executive producer went missing and later was found deceased. We are going to break this story down and much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Sherri Shepherd Show is currently in its second season after being renewed last year for the 2024 through 2025 season. So all in all, the show has been a hit. However, there has been some trouble behind the scenes unbeknownst to Sherri's viewers. A top executor on the popular daytime talk show Sherri has died in an apparent unaliving while reportedly under investigation over his handling of the show's budget. And to give you a brief overview of Matt's resume, he's credited for working with The Wendy Williams Show, The Montel Williams Show, and also The Maury Povich Show. Matt Uzzle, who was 50 years old, was found dead after a police welfare check in his home in Piermont, New York on February 13th, with sources telling Page 6 that the death appears to be a suicide. Uzzle formerly oversaw The Wendy Williams Show and continued as an executive of production for Sherri Shepherd when she took over the syndicated slot with her own self-titled show. The show's parent company, Debmar Mercury, was probing Uzzle after learning that the show had not paid rent at New York Chelsea Studios since September, according to Page 6. A spokesperson for the firm told DailyMail.com, Debmar Mercury has retained a law firm, Morgan Lewis, to help us investigate the matter, and pending the outcome of the investigation, we'll have no further comment. Uzzle's primary job was to manage production and oversee the budget at Sherry. According to Page 6's sources, there have been recent complaints about issues with petty cash in several departments. There was real concern. There is sad.
Child. That Wendy show still got problems.
I'm just now real.
Alright, y'all. I think this is it. If you want to make a good box cake, add an extra egg and don't use water. That's what that video is. Other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with some more ingredients. What a crazy, crazy show today. Y'all have an amazing day. Praying for y'all. Y'all stay safe out there.